And here we go, we've got our first crew of the day heading out to head over to the sandbar and enjoy a day out on the water. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. Still got the construction stuff down here in the background, but let's see how our captains do today. Is the wind's not really blowing too hard, so it's nothing crazy down here today. You can see the flag in the background. It's kind of blowing straight in on the docks. So we've got one of our crews here about to pull out. They just pulled the boat up onto the trailer. And our guy right here is walking up to go ahead and get in the truck and get this one moving. Kind of been a quiet start down here at Boynton, but I definitely expected to pick up as we go. So here we go. Cap's about to pull her out, and I'm curious to see how this one lands because wasn't really in between the guy pulls. There we go. It starts to land right, and he starts to pull it out. It's a little bit crooked on the trailer. Whoa, one of the motors is on. Man, these Yamahas are so quiet. Well, I couldn't even tell it was on. But now obviously I can. As you can see, it wasn't in gear, even though that's just the neutral with the motor being on and the exhaust is spinning the prop. What in the world is going on? So he realizes now, running back to try and get it turned off. You almost need an emergency kill switch right here on the back of these motors. And I think the same thing. He just said the bottom was hitting it. I thought I heard something scraping when they were pulling out, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I think even that, because it was like a little click, and I thought there was the trailer maybe settling as they were pulling the boat out, but I'm almost positive now it was probably the prop clanking on the actual ramp itself. And the reason it sounded like that is because it was spinning from the exhaust. A little nerve-wracking watching that, though, with the prop spinning as he had to climb up right next to it as well. That would be a little sketch. So, I gotta give my guy props here. Most of the people we see down here in South Florida who are gonna do something like this would not have done what he just did. So he went and parked the car and walked this down like this. Most people we see down here would have just blocked the ramp. They'd have brought their car down, took 30 minutes to get this thing off the car or however they got it down here, and then they would have probably played around on the ramp trying to get it set up and just blocked the entire ramp for 30 to 40 minutes. Instead, our guy parked whatever vehicle he brought this in, loaded it on a dolly, and has now brought it up. But the same thing is, like, he's even setting it up on the dock versus in the water. So if somebody needed to pull up there right now, they absolutely could. But props to him. Usually we don't see this kind of courtesy down here. So here we go. We've got our next crew coming in. Really, I guess this is our first boat of the day we're coming in to watch dock. So 2 people standing up in the bow. And the crew sees the camera, gives a little love as they start to work their way in. So Cap's taking it easy, trying to get the right line on this one. And I always get nervous because these bigger boats, they just have such high freeboard. And obviously with the floating docks down here, it sits significantly lower. And what happens is we see people standing like they are up there in the bow, and they want to jump off that bow down onto the docks. The amount of people we see get injured doing this, right like that, is unbelievable. It doesn't take much, just a slight roll of the ankle and you're face planting the dock, or you're in the drink, or you've hurt your ankle. We see it all the time. You guys don't see it a lot because typically when that happens, we actually, as funny as it might be sometimes, people get hurt and we don't typically show anything where somebody gets hurt just because that's not funny. So our crew lands it pretty solid, and they're gonna go ahead and back it out. And you can see our guy's still over here setting his sailboat up, and this crew is gonna pull it back off. they're having a little bit of fun down here. So we've got our next crew coming in with the solo dock. 2 fenders out. Love it. So our guy was smart enough to get everything ready to go before he got down to the dock. And at least he was all set up, so as he approaches the dock now, it's not going to be any kind of big deal. And here we go. And Cap loves his line so much, he steps away from the helm even to try and grab the dock. A little light push off. And does a pretty solid job of coming up here, getting this one docked up all solo. Now, I say that as he starts to slide off, but there we go. Gets the line to catch. And gets it brought back around. Kind of. As the boat tries to slip away from him here. There we go. He sees the camera too, and he's like, what's up, guys? But nice job on the solo dock. At least he had the lines, the fenders, everything ready. If you're docking by yourself, that's the trick. When you're in open water, get that stuff ready so you're good to go when you get down here to the dock. And here we go, Whaler Gang coming in to try and get this one set up over on the dock. So crew makes their approach. Cat tries to line her up. And 2 people on the ready, 2 lines on the ready, so hopefully Cap has a pretty easy time with this one. These little whalers are popular little boats, man. I never really realized it until I started doing the whole South Florida thing, where I lived for years. We didn't see a lot of them, but down here, you can't go a day at the ramp without seeing 5 of them. I mean, just people down here absolutely love these little things. So Cap kind of went for the first attempt, has to back out, doesn't really have the line on the first try, but here we go, committing on the second one as he goes for it. They're actually coming in a little hot, probably going to have to brake check this one out. And he's going to wind up missing on, oh, hang on, guys. Winds up missing on that attempt as well. So, tries to make the turn back around. There we go. Coming in on attempt 3. Let's see how the line looks. So, again, a little off. Trying to get that bow over as the stern just kicks out on him. And somebody, it looks like the guy in the bow possibly has a hand. There we go. Has a hand on the dock. He's going to step it off. Now, at this point, what do? Do you go into neutral? Just let your guy pull you up? Maybe the guy in the stern? Well, I thought he was going for the walk-off for a minute. I'm like, that's pretty far. There we go. Gets the step off. And our crew here should be good to go from this one. And we got the jet ski crew coming back in from the island. It's always interesting to see 3 adults on a ski. The ski always looks like it's struggling with that, but I'm always waiting for these things to flip over. When you put this much weight on the ski, she definitely gets a little unstable, especially as you get down to this point where you're just idling around. It can always be a little tricky, so they come in toward the dock. Got to be careful that you don't lean too much into the dock on this one, and Cap brings them over, 2 hands on, to make sure they don't wind up rolling it. And they were even fishing. They've got some kind of chum bucket there. I couldn't imagine spending a whole day out on the water, riding 3 up with 3 full-grown adults on the ski like that. It just doesn't seem like it'd be a whole lot of fun. So I'm hoping they went to a beach or something somewhere and they were fishing from there. Other than that, fishing with 3 people on it would be even worse than just riding because there's just not a whole lot of room. But they're good to go now and getting back onto the dock. So here we go as the crew slowly drifts in. Got that Miami flag in the background, the Miami party crew. So Cap's slow rolling his way up there. And they spot the camera.
Hey I don't know about this one. It's gonna be a good one. We're amateurs. Woo-hoo!
And just like everything in Miami, whenever they see the camera, everybody gets excited.
Oh! Hold on to this.
But now they've called themselves out. I don't believe they're amateurs necessarily, but as he plays around, it does increase the likelihood of something going wrong. But he winds up getting the easy step off. Cat brings it in.
Thought you had one, didn't you? Oh, but I had one. Oh, bananas.
So,
Oh, bananas on this one.
no bananas, but they're having a good time, that's for sure. So, she's still going to get onto the dock to get that second line over. There we go. They are good to roll now. So here we go, we've got our next crew rolling in. It was weird because they came from over by the courtesy dock. I didn't see them drop anybody off.
Okay, you're right. We're easy fishing tonight.
Alright,
But now they've worked their way back to this side.
Boat barrels? Who are you?
Miami Boat Ramps.
Miami Boat Ramps?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing at Point? You got more entertainment over here?
Miami Mafia. Oh, okay.
So our crew slow rolls it up to the dock. It looks like Wifey's getting the line on the ready. As they're trying to get the bow in. So Cap, he's trying to leave the helm with the line to go up there and get it tied off. But they really didn't get alongside the dock.
Next.
So right there you can see the stern starts to kick out. He winds up leaving the boat. Somebody from the other boat that we saw, the Miami boat, they're going to come back over here and give her a hand and get this one pulled back over.
Motor's brand new. He just bought the motor brand new. He paid $13 for the motor.
And they'll get that one tied off. So we've got our next crew coming in on approach as Cap tries to get his line as it starts to get dark down here. Making kind of an odd day. It's not often, if you look in the distance, you see the flag in the background. Typically, we seem to have more of like a north or a south wind. Usually that flag, we can see the side of it, and it's kind of been blowing straight all day, which has helped the boaters out because they've not had a whole lot of current ripping them side to side on the docks. So most of them have had a pretty straight shot coming in. As we can see here, with kind of another easy layup, Cap comes over to the dock, and they drop the lines. Go ahead and get this one tied off. But this crew looks like they're coming back from a fishing trip. Nice, easy day. And speaking of coming back from a fishing trip, this crew looks like they've been probably dive fishing, I'm guessing, based on the wetsuit outfits. But I wonder where. Like, how far offshore did you go to up on a ski to find a reef or something that you could go out there and actually fish? Always an interesting one. We're starting to see more and more of it. I mean, we saw one earlier. We saw a ski come back in earlier with 3 people on it, fishing pole, chum bucket. I mean, I guess it is the budget-friendly way to do this. And when I say budget-friendly, I'm not even necessarily talking about, I mean, like this ski we're looking at here is probably a $20,000 ski. Like, they can get pricey as well, so they could easily buy a boat that will do this also. But the ski's pretty fuel efficient because it's small. Only weighs 1,000 pounds. And still has the ability to get offshore because of the kind of the design it is. It's just interesting to see 2 people out there fishing on it. So we're starting to get a little bit of a traffic jam down here. As you can see, the boats start to stack up. Our crew here is coming in. They're having to pause and back out because there's a boat in front of them. Boat in front of them is waiting on the dock. There's somebody else coming off the dock. We got a few more boats coming down the channel. It's gotten a little chaotic and a little busy down here right at the end. So this crew is waiting on this crew. And they're just waiting for somebody else to come off a dock so they can make a move in. But nobody's really going over to the courtesy docks either. So maybe that... Okay, so this guy right here, he's going to try and sneak by. And I'm guessing he can probably go do that. He'll head over to the courtesy dock, try and drop somebody off. And that'll allow them to get their truck in line. So our crew over here, who we saw come in, they're having a little trouble, it looks like, trying to get this lined up onto the trailer. And we've got another boat waiting over here in the corner. Been a little tricky for these guys to come in and out down here with all the equipment stacked over there. It's making a small channel even smaller. This is an interesting setup. With the bimini top mounted to the bow rail like this, I mean, that's one way to get some extra shade.
Yo, can I get out? No, I need to get out. Okay, can I? Thank you.
So we can see here, it's gotten busy as the channel's getting blocked and this guy's trying to leave.
Busy.
So he'll wind up sneaking out, but he had to ask them to move. But it just gets a little crazy down here at the end of the day. And a little hectic. But the good part for captains today is there's no wind. So they're having an easy time with this. If it was windy down here, it'd be a mess right now with these boats getting pushed around. But overall, they're not having that tough of a time at the moment. So the sun's going down and it's starting to get busy. A little unlike our Miami counterpart when we're down at like 79th or even down at Black Point. It's not very well lit up down here. So typically a lot of people try and make a little rush back here at Boynton to try and get back in before it gets dark. Because once that sun goes down, you can't see a ton down here. It becomes a lot more difficult to try and navigate your way around. So crew here makes a turn toward the dock. Start trying to work their way in. So it makes the slow turn back. But we are starting to get a little busy as we got a little line starting to back up in the channel over here on the side. So, oh, he's on the gunnel. Makes the step off, but left without a line. Fortunately, she's got one in her hand, able to hand it off. But the boat kind of slides on Captain here. But there we go. His buddy's going to grab it and work to get them pulled back over. And she'll get the step off on the side. So the crew's got it on, and they should be good to go from here. And speaking of good to go, it's getting dark. We're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet as well. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.